Welcome in Spa for the penultimate round for the Formula Renault 1.6 NEC Junior. Paul Silius is on the front row for race 1 and he starts with high ambitions.
Paul,
you had a very good qualifying this morning. Yes, exactly. I think we had we found the speed this weekend. Last weekend we had some bad luck, but here we're in front. I'm very happy about that. And what's the reason? Did you find the right setup now, or is this track suiting you? Yes, I like this track a lot. It has a lot of quick corners, and I know that's my strong point. Nico Otto, who made his debut this season, is looking forward to this race as well.
Nico, how was qualifying for you?
Yes, it was really good because I went to P8 and it was a really fast lap. It was my fastest lap and the weekend and every time here. For the second time at Spa, it was quite good, but I think in the races we can get some more.
And what is your ambition for this weekend?
Oh, I think top 10 is really good for me. The podium I can't reach, I think so. Maybe when there happen some crashes or something like this, but so I think P7, P8, it's normally okay.
Ferdinand Habsburg, a bit disappointing during qualifying. He's only on 7th on the starting grid for the first race.
Ferdinand, for the second time this year in Spa, how do you like this track?
It's very difficult with these cars because there's obviously not so much power, but it's a really legendary track, and you can prepare for them quite well because there are lots of videos and lots of track simulations. But if it's hard to get a quick lap time, because if you're even losing just half a tenth in a corner, you're down by half a second at the end of the lap. So one really needs to be on it the whole lap through.
And especially for you this weekend, there's a camera crew specially following you. How is it?
It's normal. They're doing a good job, and I'm glad that the people like what I'm doing. So it's a good thing that they sent the camera crew, that they believe in that I can make a good result here for them.
On the starting grid for the first race, it's Florian Janitz who's on pole position with Paul Silius in second and championship leader Anton de Pasquale in third, sharing the second row with Jeannot Esmeyer. And we take the start with Boris Kolf, who's in 9th on the grid. Lights are out and off we go towards the La Source corner. Sun still shining at Spa. Kolf attacking Nico Otto for 8th position. With the German holding on to that position for the moment. In the lead it's the two Lechner Racing boys, followed by Paul Silius, who has lost a place and who might lose another place here because he's under attack from his countryman Jeannot Esmeyer. With Boris Kolf fighting with Nico Otto and passing and gaining a position, but he's losing one at the same time. Meanwhile, Esmeyer and Silius still hard at it through Blanchimont corner right now. Slipstreaming all along the track, and it's Anton de Pasquale in the lead already. He started from 3rd, the Australian, but it only took him one lap to take the lead away from Florian Janitz, his teammate, and Ralph Aron is in 3rd, the Estonian. And a good fight here, a good scrap between Esmeyer and Silius, with Belgian Max de Fournier right behind him. Ferdinand Habsburg and Nico Otto are not that far behind as well. So a great fight here, and here's Boris Kolf fighting with Cedric Pirot. In trouble here at Kolf, but he gained the position. Good driving there by the Dutchman. Meanwhile, still Anton de Pasquale leading from Florian Janitz, and it's still Ralph Aron in 3rd. Trying to make up for a not so good starting position, was only 5th on the grid. Esmeyer has now passed Silius, with de Fournier now in 5th, the Belgian. And this is how Esmeyer passed Silius. Great move here at Combe. Went off a bit and then came back on, but he could keep Silius behind him. And Silius would drop back after that because of mechanical problems. Anton de Pasquale still leading, heading for a 7th win of the season. Followed by teammate Florian Janitz and Ralph Aron. And that was the end of the race, with de Pasquale winning it and Aron passing Janitz 2 laps from the end. But a good win for Anton de Pasquale, the Australian. And since he's only 9th on the grid for the second race, this is a good start of the weekend for him.
Anton, great race for you?
Yeah, it was a good race coming after very disappointing qualifying. We started third this one, so we made the most of it and got to the lead in the first lap, and then from there we just sort of controlled the race and broke the toe and then ran it home.
And how are you looking forward to tomorrow and maybe in the rain?
Yeah, tomorrow will be interesting. As I said, I had a very disappointing qualifying, so I'll be starting 9th, which is it'll be quite difficult, but it'll be exciting. And not having the win today, we'll sort of take the pressure off tomorrow, and then we can see what we can do with the speed of the car.
So the Pasquale wins it from Aaron, and Janic is a bit disappointed in third.
Florian, how was your race? You are third. Are you happy?
We can live with this, and I just didn't have the speed in this race. But we will work on getting faster in the race, and that's our goal for the next races.
And now the next race tomorrow, everybody's speaking it might be raining, so is it good for you?
Yeah, of course it's good for me, because I'm good in rain and feeling comfortable with the wet track, so it's fine.
And champagne for the top three, with the Lechner Racing boys taking Ralph Aaron under track, but Estonian getting his revenge. So the Pasquale wins it from Aaron Janic, Habsburg in 4th, and Jano Esmeyer finishes in 5th. Race number 2 then on a wet track, on a wet Francorchamps. As predicted, wet rain tyres, and that means a safety car start because these drivers have never driven on wet tyres this season. And after the safety car went into pit lane, it was Paul Sidious who took the lead of the pack from Ferdinand Habsburg, then Jano Esmeyer, followed by Duffoni and Florian Janic, with Anton Pasquale only in 9th on the grid. So this will be a difficult task for the Australian. Esmeyer already attacking Habsburg for 2nd position. On the Camel Straight towards Coombe. It looks like Esmeyer has that 2nd position in hand now. Celia's leading, has quite a big lead already. But it is Esmeyer in 2nd from Habsburg, then Ralph Aaron, who started in 6th, taking away 4th position from Janic and Duffoni. Boris Golf made a gamble, took the start on slick tyres, but that was not the best of choices. The track didn't dry quickly enough to take advantage of his slick tyres, so he was struggling for grip all the time, losing positions. Here he's overtaken by Oliver Söderström. And Esmeyer now attacking leader Paul Sidious, and Esmeyer taking the lead away from his countryman. A great scrap again between these two Dutch youngsters, with Ralph Aaron already in 3rd from Janic. And then there's a fight between Habsburg and Nico Otto. Nico Otto, who has passed Max Duffoni. Esmeyer leading the race now, storming up the Rédillon corner. On the Camel Straight again. But there is Ralph Aaron already, who has passed Paul Sidious. Paul Sidious, who has lost 2 positions in 3 laps. And he's under threat from Florian Janic already. Not a good start of the race for the Stewart Racing Team driver. Meanwhile, Cedric Pirot trying to hold on to his position. Esmeyer leading now with Ralph Aaron in 2nd, and the Estonian getting closer and closer. And it's Janic in 3rd already from Sidious, then Duffoni, Nico Otto, Habsburg, and then it's Anton de Pasquale in 7th position. The Australian has already gained 2 positions, but that's not nearly enough if he wants to fight for a podium finish. Esmeyer now again on the Camel Straight, but you can bet on Ralph Aaron being right behind him or even next to him. They're storming towards Coombe Corner. 2 at the same time will not go into Coombe's corner, and Ralph Aaron goes off the track and he comes back on the track, and there's contact between Aaron and Esmeyer, and that's the race over for Esmeyer. I'm not sure that the Dutchman could have avoided the Estonian coming back onto the track. Let's take an onboard look. Here is Esmeyer following his racing line, and he's hit by Ralph Aaron, and that's the race over for Esmeyer. No damage to the car of Ralph Aaron though, so he's still leading the race, and he looks like he's heading for the win because Florian Janic is quite some distance behind, and it's a win for Ralph Aaron. With Janic in 2nd and Max Duffoni, the Belgian, in front of his home crowd in 3rd. A great result for him, and best result of the season as well for Nico Otto, the young German. So a win for Ralph Aaron and a big disappointment for Dutchman Janno Esmeyer, who comprehensively was not very happy after what happened in Koom Corner. Janno, there's no damage at your car. What happened? Well, in the second race, I was fighting for the lead, and at the end of the straight, I was hit by the car of Ralph Aaron. It was a difficult situation. It was the end of the straight, and he slid off the track, and he immediately came back on. But he pushed me towards the side, and yeah, the tire barriers are very close at that point. So disappointed Esmeyer, but happy Ralph Aaron.
Ralph, congratulations, a very nice victory.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy about it. Started P6 and the car was great. The team provided me a great car and got first.
And how was it in these conditions? It was not so easy, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a bit slippery, but the visuality was really good, so it wasn't too bad to drive.
And a good result for Max Dauphiny as well, finishing third at his home track.
Max,
in a fantastic third place. How was your race? Yes, it was a good race. I started fourth. I've never run in the wet, so I have to learn the conditions when the race was going on. But I tried to pick up with leaders, but then it was too late. How difficult were the conditions? Well, it started to dry at first, but then it started to rain again, so it was difficult, but it was okay. So a good result for Dauphiny and a good result for Aaron and Janis as well, finishing 1-2 in this second race at Spa. Dauphiny in third, Nico Otto, great fourth position for him. Ferdinand Habsburg in fifth. And that was it from Spa. See you next time.